Coming up on today's video, is TikTok gone forever? Has mental health gone too far? And are hot dogs more than just food? Find out on this week's episode of The Internet Today. And here's your host, Jack Queen. Hello everyone, it's Jack Queen here, the Cynical Brit with Comedic Wit. I hope you're keeping well, and if you're not, sorry about that. And welcome back to the highly anticipated, lowly rated series that is The Internet Today. This is the show where I take a look at some of the stories that have been happening over the internet this week. I make a few jokes, we have a bit of a laugh, and hopefully you leave this video feeling a little less sad. Now with that being all said, let's get into the video. The US House of Representatives have passed a landmark bill that could see TikTok banned in America. So, the US House of Representatives, which is mainly made up of coffin dodgers, recently passed a vote which could see TikTok potentially banned if the vote is upheld in the US Senate, which coincidentally is also mostly made up of coffin dodgers. President Sloppy Joe Biden has also promised that if it gets through the House of Representatives and the Senate, he will pass the bill immediately. I'm pretty sure the only thing that man's capable of passing is wind or passing out, to be honest. The irony is he did create a TikTok account so that he could start marketing his presidential campaign.
Jason Kelsey or Travis Kelsey?
Mama Kelsey. I understand she makes great chocolate chip cookies.
Although he had to take it down because of all the hate comments he was getting around the Israeli conflict. Which makes sense as to why he wants to ban TikTok. Your man's thrown his dummy out the pram and he's having a strop, isn't he?
Honey, TikTok keeps insulting me. It says it's upset with me and wants me to free some soccer player called Gaza.
No, Biden, it's Gaza, you waste man. The bill comes as a result of concerns over Chinese influence growing on the app, as well as potential data protection issues. Even though, according to TikTok, their parent company ByteDance isn't even based in China. It's based in the Cayman Islands, where, coincidentally, a lot of American companies are based in order to dodge taxes, and we all know there's never been any issues with American companies when it comes to data protection. Isn't that right, basefuck? Isn't it funny how every time an election year rolls around, there's always this issue around social media and how much influence it has over people? Almost as if they don't want people to, I don't know, give their opinions. It's not the Chinese the Americans should be worried about, it's the Americans they should be worried about. It's funny how elections aren't even about the people they serve, it's about the people that aren't in the country that might influence the people they do serve, and so they worry about them and not the people they should be serving, because those are the people that might actually have opinions, and so those are opinions that might be used in the election, that might sway the vote, that might actually cause a change in power structures, that might change Democrat to Republican, Republican to Democrat, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. The only good thing that's come out of this is if the bill does pass, it won't be an immediate ban. No, ByteDance will have 180 days to sell it to a company that the US government trusts. Mind you, if this does happen, Congress have already discussed what the potential name for the new company will be.
Tic-tac-toe. A winner. A winner.
But all of this has got me thinking, really. What if there was a way for America to protect its data online from China? And that's where today's sponsor, NordVPN, comes in. Nah, I'm just kidding. They won't pay me. I can't be asked. Meanwhile, back in my home country, the Great British United States of England, Tory Minister Mel Stride sparks backlash after claiming mental health culture has gone too far. I didn't realise there was a mental health culture. Makes us sound kind of cool. Like, you know, we just all hang around, get depressed, get anxious, do mental health shit with the gang, whatever that is. Hey, depression, my bro, my dude, my guy, how you doing? Come over here, yeah. Hey, my dog, so sorry I was late. I had a bit of a breakdown. Wow, like, no way. Did your, car break down? No. I did. No sweat, dude. You're totally here now. I was panicking for a little while, yeah, but you're here now, so yeah, I guess so. Just about, right? Yeah, I totally hear you, bro. Anyway, listen, I've got a dash. I see schizophrenia's in, and I just want to check whether he brought his friend with him or not. You know what I mean? Ciao. The Work and Pension Secretary expressed gratitude for today's much more open approach to mental health. Fantastic!
Oh, well done.
But expressed a fear that it has gone too far. As a culture, we seem to have forgotten that work is good for mental health, he added. The privilege in this is unreal. I mean, imagine if you just got to sit on your arse all day, probably in front of a camera, just talking shit about other people, and the worst thing that's going to happen to you is get a few negative comments back. I'd say my mental health would be pretty good too. Oh no, wait a minute. No, it's not the same thing, because I sit on a camera and I don't get paid. I don't get paid. He gets paid. I don't get paid. I'm winning. He's not. He's shit. Also, I don't know who Mr. Strider's spoken to outside the Houses of Parliament, but I know 100% fact that everybody in Britain absolutely hates their job. Most of the time, the only thing we like about our work is our colleagues, because then we can say words like banter. And we can talk about David in IT and how he's a bit of a knob. Apart from that, nobody really likes their job, do they? Too many Brits pathologise the normal anxieties of life, Stride told The Telegraph on Thursday, unveiling welfare reforms, obliging people who are signed off work with mild illnesses to look for employment. Out of interest, how does one determine a mild mental illness? Oh look, I have mild depression. Oh no, wait. It's turned into mild suicidal ideation. Oh dear. Now I'm mildly dead. If they go to a doctor and say I'm feeling rather down and bluesy, the doctor will give them an average of about 7 minutes. Sounds like the doctor's a fan of BB King. Alright fam, you got 7 minutes, show me what you got in it.
Thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away.
And then, on 94% of occasions, they'll be signed off as not fit to carry out any work whatsoever. Alright, so basically, it's obvious man can't work, innit? So I have 2 weeks off, say nothing. Problem is, this Tory government with over 14 years of austerity has destroyed the very services that could actually help people get into work and employment. And the reason GPs only have a short amount of time to assess patients is because of your government, you pleb. Cuts in the NHS have massively damaged mental health services, which means a lot of people can't get the help they need, which would actually allow them to be functioning members of society. But hey, what do I know? I'm fucking nuts. Sorry, I did try to be lighthearted about this subject, I did, but it just really... it just pops my popcorn and steams my vegetables and boils my bloody British Brexit potatoes. Now, before I go completely off the rails and, butter some parsnips, I've got a question to ask you that you can leave me an answer for in the comments. My question is, do you like your job? And if not, how has it affected your mental health? This is also your Midway reminder to like the video, leave a comment, and if you're new here, subscribe. And then hopefully, with enough subscribers, I can become the thing I've always dreamt of being. A Tory politician. And now we move on to shorts and sweets. This is the part of the video where I find some short, funny stories on the internet as a way to round off the show. Woman once charged with selling sex as hot dog vendor arrested on stalking charges. Seems like the perfect cover to sell sex if you ask me, even if it does sound like the worst content on Pornhub.
Hey sweetie, can I get a hot dog?
Sure. Would you like it in a hot, juicy bun?
Yeah.
Would you like to squirt sauce all over it?
Sure. Can I take ketchup with that?
I was thinking mayonnaise, if you get me.
Mayonnaise? But I wanted a... Oh. You're selling sex. How much?
It's the same price, honey.
Yeah, sure, go on then.
Scarlett is accused of repeatedly harassing a 51-year-old male employee at the Main Street Business Centre in East Rockaway and at his home. According to officials, she exposed her breasts and made anti-Semitic remarks to the man after he told her multiple times to go away. Seems like a really weird time to spout your most offensive views, don't you think? Although I do have to ask, if you do decide to expose your breasts and start spouting off about the Jews, is that considered anti-Semitic? Man arrested after allegedly taking leg of pedestrian after train incident in Wasco KCSO. What I can say is, man seen his opportunity, man took his opportunity, and man legged it. Although I dread to think what he was planning on doing with it though. Although they found him relatively easily because he was the only man walking around like a human tripod. Broccoli freckles are the new beauty hack we never saw coming. Why is it that beauty hacks have always got to have the worst trends possible? Broccoli freckles are the latest TikTok beauty trend to take over, with users across the globe rushing the grocery store so they can try it out for themselves. The trend sees products such as cream bronzers and powdered eyeshadows being applied to broccoli florets before being stamped onto the face, leaving tiny dots that resemble freckles. Gone are the days when you were going to the supermarket to buy vegetables to, eat them or sit on them. What's this new product going to be? The broccoli bronzer? So I was going to try and do this broccoli tutorial, but unfortunately I didn't have any broccoli. The only thing I've got on hand, unfortunately, is these Brussels sprouts, which I know isn't good enough, but I'm hoping I can go to a shop tomorrow so that maybe I can pick up a basil brush.
Boom, boom.
For anyone who's not British, you're not going to understand that joke, and that's okay. I forgive you. you'll do better next time. Although from looking at this story, it has taught me one thing of major importance. TikTok is the devil and the United States has the right idea. Great Britain needs to follow suit. Follow suit now. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and leave me a comment because I love reading your lovely comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you can be kept up to date with all things Jack Queen. And if you really want to help us out, you can share this video with your mates, so that would be much appreciated. Thank you and take care for now. My name is Jack Queen, play your cards right, and I will see you next time.